So that's the closest I ever came to just saying, you know what? I'm just going to end it. I'm going to do something to hurt myself. I've got to talk a little bit about my experience in taking with the bar and what that taught me about myself. You have to remember that, I got the scholarship for an A&M. I did fairly well there. Got my MBA, did fine there. Went to law school, and hey, I'm gonna open my own practice. I'm gonna kick this test in the butt. I'm gonna move forward. I'm gonna move forward with life, and just going to take the world by its tail. That's what I'm gonna do. So I went in. So I did prepare for the bar. Maybe not as hard as I wanted to, just because I'm thinking I'm the smartest guy in the world. And I take the test, and I'll never forget. I'm coming home one day, and I get a call from a buddy of mine, and he's like, "Hey man, hey, I passed, yeah." And then a couple other friends, "Yeah, I passed, congratulations," and all that kind of stuff. And then I'm like, well, did I pass? And I'm trying to, get home so I can go find out what happened. And so then I get a call from my friend, Jose Luis Castillo. And he's like, "Hey man, I'm sorry, dude." I'm like, "What are you sorry for?" "Well, you didn't pass." And so that's kind of how I found out. I'm like, "What? What do you mean I didn't pass?" And I couldn't believe it. This guy was lying to me. How could I not pass? All these friends of mine were contacting me, and I'm thinking that, well, if they passed, for sure I passed. And I didn't pass. And I was hurt. I was embarrassed. I was just, and all of a sudden, I'm driving home, and I'm like, how can I face my family? My girlfriend at the time, my sister, my mom and dad. They're gonna be like, "Are you kidding me? You didn't even pass? What's wrong with you?" They're gonna look down on me. And all of a sudden, I start crying uncontrollably. I couldn't control the fact that I didn't pass. I couldn't tell anyone. I was so embarrassed. And for a fleeting second, for just a minute, I'm like, I can't go home. I can't go tell these people. I can't face them. So that's the closest I ever came to just saying, you know what? I'm just gonna end it. I'm going to do something to hurt myself permanently, just because I didn't want to face my family and talk to them about it. And thinking about it now, I get so emotional, because when I think about people that make the mistake of taking their own lives and doing those things, I understand. And I never make fun of those people, because I see where I am now and how happy I am and how much success the firm has gotten and all these beautiful things. And if I would have made that mistake and just ended it, where would I be? Where would I be? And where would my family be? And so I'm very sensitive to those things, so that emotional distress and hurt can come in anyone's life, because it came into mine, even for that one day. And I know how people feel about that and how important those things are. By the time I got home, it was so weird, because my best friends were there, my parents were there, because they all knew I was going to be upset. My sister even drove down from Austin because they knew I was going to be so upset. And I got on the couch and I cried my heart out. But my family was right there for me, and they stuck by me. And because of that, I'm so much stronger, and I know how important those bonds are, and communication is, and loving life and family. And so I learned a lot about myself and my family and resilience just from that experience with failure. I'm attorney Darren Miller, and that's D-Law.